Hello, I'm Captain Vile. Welcome back to Ace Attorney. This is it. We are finally gonna end the Turnabout Samurai case. Like, oh my god. This has been going on for, like, 2 weeks, maybe. I don't know. For sure. But it's of Mr. Will Powers. It's still Powers? I thought we proved he was innocent. It's someone else now. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. They will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call you on people present in Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today, but I'm bummed. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. How about the yakuza who tried to kill me the other day? Any of them? Miss D. Vasquez is the producer who was present in the studio in trailer 2 that day. Okay, could you not smoke on the stand, please? Whatever. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in trailers, or because it's like trailer 2, or on the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. Well, it's not needless banter. We're making sure it's on the court record. You must pontificate to do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Yeah, okay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Day of the murder. I entered the trailer. A little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Saul take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Saul and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about the part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Saul take you. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. Van added to the court record. Okie dokie. I see. We never looked at, like, van tracks. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Let's. Okay, I don't remember you passing the bar. Day of the murder. Oh, a little before noon. When specifically? By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. Well, it's gonna save the court stenographer a headache if it's just one-word answers, I guess. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a little bit more about that. What do you want, Edgeworth? The witness does not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same can be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. You did it again. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I'm gonna keep interrupting the damn thing every single time. And when was that? And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Oh. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4, and a rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think of between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Saul take me. Why were you fatigued? Hold on. You had Saul take you? What is that? Well, we've already been over the van, but what was the fatigue? It means what I just said. I had Saul take me to the studio to the van. Right. Right, the judge said that. We took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing there in that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yes, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks at the front of the trailer. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that she didn't eat that steak... Well, Nick, excuse me, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard, I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in that she said somewhere. Iron trailer, okay, so it's... He's spelled it out for us. We gotta Saul take these in a T-bone steak. Do I have anything that is contradictory to that? I don't know, not really.
No. No.
I mean, what, this? Wait, that? It wasn't even her plate. Why is that? Okay, well, whatever. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate? This plate was on the table at the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need to remind you it was a T-bone steak. Exactly my point. Remember, if you will. Miss Vasquez and Miss Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez, tell me how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone! You ate the bone too. You ate a boneless steak. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere like the incinerator. What an incinerator? I see. Then that was then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor. Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak. Then she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. What? I mean, she seemed stunned by that. But Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What do you want, Edgeworth? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that they would be boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Okay. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yes. The samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? Okay. So, save. I'm not gonna say I don't know. That's stupid. I think you could. Ties to the Mafia? It's not impossible. What are you talking about, Edgeworth? Well, maybe it's not impossible, but silence. I'm speaking. Well, you weren't earlier. The victim was stabbed through the chest from the front, yes? I believe this would indicate that the victim was aware of the killer's presence. And the steel samurai costume is quite light and mobile. Compared to the victim, I am weaker and slower. I couldn't possibly win such a fight. Not to mention there is proof I did not have the spear. The photograph of the steel samurai shows that the victim himself is holding it. Or do you mean to suggest that I could have wrestled it away from him? Yeah, take that, right? If you still think she did it, show us proof. Hey Nick. Look at the data we have on the steel samurai spear on the court record. Isn't there something in there that gets to you? Something odd about the samurai spear? Wait! Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Sorry, Your Honor. I'd like to take back my previous claim. Very well, I won't hold you to your claim. But I'm afraid I will have to penalize you. Okay, rude. What's this? You're taking back your claim? Let's backtrack for a moment. I want to consider whether the witness could have used a samurai spear or not. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? A samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon because he was hit by the truck. We're definitely gonna need to save on. Okay, well, we can't save the spear, I guess. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? It took 3 days for someone to ask that? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell, what was? How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Hammer? Okay, we're gonna save here, too. So, I can tell you. I don't know, the fence? Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. That is it. No, shut up, Judge. I'm better than you are. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Well, it's, Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing atop the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order in this trial, or if I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright! What is all this about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret in the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying... Yes. That what happened 5 years ago happened again. Has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. Though whether or not she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. Yeah, that's irony. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you in my scriptwriting staff. You deny what I say is true. Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. And the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And then the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The van? The break in the meeting trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could you have dealt with the body? I'm thinking it's I bet she could move it. I bet she could move it. I'd be surprised. Well, you'd be surprised. I bet she could do it. When people think their life depends on it, they can do amazing things. Mr. Wright, this is not an episode of That's Incredible. And you claim she did everything in 15 minutes. Let me guess, show me proof? Correct, show me proof. Did you just read my... How am I supposed to do that? Then I won't have you making up sustained claims. Wait a second, how do you know what I'm thinking? Ha! I don't look at the cold sweat running down your face, know what you're thinking. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to reconsider your claim? How could you develop the body? She had another way. But she had another way of, other than with her own hands. For instance, the van. For that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright? There shows how she carried the body. Excuse me. In the van. Ms. Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Oh, she almost dropped the pipe. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Saul take me. There was a van there, right? I had Saul drive me. You used the van to carry away the body to Studio 1. Then, before anyone else could go there, you put the body into a magistrate costume. Hold on, right? Don't forget, it was Sal Manella who drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? I mean, I don't really have evidence of this, other than just have you met the guy? So, of course he was, but I don't have proof. Of course Mr. Sal Manella could have been a co-conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez? Shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? I finally win! Something to say, Edgeworth? And Your Honor? And the members of the jury? But... So, what happens next? Don't, me? You have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Someone pull up the court record. Who can say? We just kind of did. Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we should engage in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course it's as the witness says. Certainly it does seem very unlikely she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What is you now? Testify again? No further questions, Vasquez? I mean, I don't know. You did it, Vasquez. Testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again. Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions and get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. Damn! Come somewhere only to fail. Okay, so do I go back? As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Ms. Vasquez. Edgeworth? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well, Jack, I've out of it just now. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth? I, too, see little point in making Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed, verily I say, ergo, you're just being pompous. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He cares about justice, apparently. He probably realized she did it, too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that... Edgeworth. After finding the body. I was with Sal and Oldback, security lady, when we found the body. It was the assistant, or the assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldback, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying, "He did it." I asked to be left out of proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direct notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're really close. Should be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. What do you mean find the script? You didn't have the script. Okay, just look at what some evidence we've got. Well, it's kind of it at the moment. This isn't, Powers is absent. What was everyone else doing at the time? No one said a thing. It was just silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence. Like this. Silence. Hey, Nick. Why's everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. The late old bag was quite agitated, saying he didn't. I asked him about the proceedings. Why? You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone was quite questioned. I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. What's happening right now? Well, you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot of writing on it with all those bigwigs in the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and the direction notes. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. How did you know there was a murder, like, after... Yeah, thank you, Edgeworth. He's probably gonna... Your Honor! I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think! Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't have been a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think he misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. To find something to peg this on her. Everything we've done until now have been never wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured during the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez, you saw Hammer was limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything, Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. Pretending. He was pretending to be Powers. Ah. And when was he doing this? Well, it would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured during that morning. Order, order! I will have order! Witness? Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. What? Why are real killers so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer's dead? Yes, he's fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yeah, she would have a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on this matter? In other words, can you prove he had a motive? I don't know. Let's find out, I guess. I mean, damn, I hope I can. Of course I can prove it. Okay, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. Present to the court. Motive. The van. I don't think it's that. Apparently it was that. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial began that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used your hammer. Mr. Hammer, not your hammer. I'm tired, man. It's been a long episode. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil United Race. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We're talking about motives here, yet you've only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez and not the other way around. What motive would D. Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Master's motive for the murder. Reveal evidence. He had no motive. Reveal evidence. Okay. I don't know. That is that. This is my proof. And this tells us, I say it proves the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Shut up. Alright. Mr. Wright, the court will, you find your marbles immediately. I'm afraid I've penalized you for wasting the court's time. Nick, we're so close. Think this one through, please. Nickel, Miss Wright, I'll ask you again. Explain, motive for murder. Okay, the motive? She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs, in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume with the fool's good lady and thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. She did break the pipe. But why? She's not gonna go to prison. So you did do it, didn't you? It's self-defense. Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this... It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please don't die. Please. Not like your boyfriend or something? Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Where'd you get the pipe from? Yes, you got a second one. In case you break the first one in a rage. Mr. Edgeworth? Where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found is only natural, not a miracle. Yeah, okay, Edgeworth. Yeah, we see you too, pal. You want your participation trophy? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. When did he get here? Oh my god, this was such a long trial. This is such a long case. Oh my god. That is all. Court is adjourned. October 12, 11, 1. I want to go to sleep now. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I was glad you're okay. Oh, that's Phoenix. Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But I think that he tried to frame me for the murder. It makes me sad. Tell me mine, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? I don't know. I guess we'll never know. Then maybe there's some evidence. Who knows? Is guilt? He's jealous of your fans? That's probably it, actually. He was jealous of your fans. I'm betting that's the evidence. Oh well, I don't care. Yes, of course. Ew, I'm not sure I wanted to go down that road. Congratulations, Powers. Oh! Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. Oh, you want the show's cancelled. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick! Edgeworth! Hello. Say something, alright? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? That's because I'm that awesome, Edgeworth. No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away with it if you hadn't stopped him. Gotten away? She wasn't even guilty. Why was she hiding it? Because she has ties to the mob, which, by the way, that never got brought up again. Like, at all. I mean, I guess he mentioned the professionals about the police. But, no one's gonna do anything about that? Oh, I'm pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better if we had not met. Thanks to you, I am saddened with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings. Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kinds of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Yeah, okay, pal. This is a court of law. That's kind of gonna happen. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? I don't know. Probably not. What? Friends? As if. They're rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Probably are. Come on, Nick, tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth? Long, long ago. And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that incident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kid shows again. They actually did make Pink Princess. Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're going to watch it with me, right? Hell no. I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I don't think they'd seriously go through with it. It's by trading cards too, okay? No, I am not buying you trading cards. It's trading Cody and the assistant. I am not doing that. Fine, I'll do it. I'm not doing that. Isn't it great that Powers gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world will be ready for reveal Will Powers. Will Powers is under that costume? Okay, I swear to God, if the next trial is like Turnabout Sailor... Okay, it's Turnabout Goodbyes, not Sailor. But it's the S's that had me confused and kind of annoyed when it comes to saving it in this game, I'll be honest. Because it's okay, we've completely overran Turnabout Sisters. But it's just a little annoying. Here, overwrite that. Pow. Day 4 investigation. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna make sure we... Can I pause? Do I have to Alt-Tab? It's been, what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? Okay, I'm gonna have to go through all this when I actually do the thing again, aren't I? So we're just gonna be doing that. At last. I shall have my revenge. Or I don't know, maybe we should just... What? Merry Christmas. Okay. Edgeworth? Edgeworth just killed a guy. December 25th. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. Well, this seems like the final thing of the first game, because it's a trilogy. 4 episodes in a game seems decent enough to me. I just hope this next episode is not as long as the Turnabout Samurai. Oh my god. Anyway, thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Captain! Captain! Smith! Smith!